Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to our Meet the Author session. I am Kwanzaa Bridell of the Bridell Family Foundation, and I have with me my siblings, Shakora and Walter. And the reason that I say siblings is because tonight with Meet the Author, we have a super special guest who is going to come on and share her book with us. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you all to Miss Tylan Corley.
Hi.
Tylan.
Hi.
How are you this evening?
Tylan.
I'm good.
Good. So everybody, thank you again for joining us. Tylan is here because she is an author. So her mother, Letitia, is here with her as well. But Tylan wrote a book. And the reason that I stressed that I was here with my siblings is because the title of her book is It's Hard Being a Big Sister. So Tylan, how old is your brother? It's your brother, right? You have a little brother?
Yes, he's
How
3 years
old is your brother? 3. So you've been a big sister for 3 whole years.
Don't you do it.
It's tough. It's tough, right? Is it hard? All the time or just sometimes?
all the time.
All the time? Well, without telling my age, I think I've been a big sister for 42 years. Without telling someone else's years. And I agree with you. Sometimes it is hard. So Walter is my little brother and Shakora is my little sister. So you wrote a book and we have a business. So we run this business together. This is our nonprofit agency, the Bridell Family Foundation. But we're really impressed with you because at 8 years old, we weren't ready to be business owners. And you're technically a business owner. What made you decide to write this book?
I don't know. I just really wanted to make a book and to kind of meet friends because if they got my book, they could shout out to me and then we could start talking about my book and if they want to have a business too.
Wow. So we're going to help you meet some friends because we have some friends. We're partnered with 3 elementary schools. So I want to give a shout out to them. We're partnered with Buckingham Elementary School in Berlin, Maryland. And we're partnered with A.J. Lewis Greenview in Columbia, South Carolina. And we're partnered with West Salisbury Elementary in Salisbury, Maryland. So you might get some new friends from them because out of those schools, there's 1,176 kids who we have told all about your book. So I can't promise you that they'll become your friends, but I can promise you that we'll tell them about it. And at the end of today, we're going to give one of those lucky people one copy of your book. How does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds good to you? Great. And you just had a birthday, right? Your birthday was in January?
Yes.
Happy belated birthday to
January, baby.
Yes. Walter's getting excited because his birthday is in January too. So
when's your birthday, Walter?
The 18th.
Okay. Tell them when yours is.
Mine is January 24th.
We're gonna get a birthday party together and get ice cream wasted. That's what I tell my nieces and nephews. So Tylan, about your book. So I know that you wrote, about in the beginning of it, you told us that you were surprised and excited when mommy and daddy told you that Chunky, that's what you call him, right? You still call him that? Yeah. No? What do you call him?
We call him Aaron. My dad, sometimes he calls him Junior.
Oh, okay. So you know you were excited. Did you have help writing this book?
Yes, my mom helped me write my book, and my dad just praised me and brung me up.
That sounds good. That sounds like the kind of support my dad does. So, daddies are always the best for that.
Right. Moms do all the hard work.
So, tell me a little bit about the process of writing this book. What was that process like?
So when I started writing my book, it was kind of hard because at first when I heard that I wanted to do a book, for me, I started to write, get like a little notebook, and I wasted a lot of paper because it didn't turn out right, and I started crying because I tried to do a little booklet of what my book was going to be like, because I was trying to get it ready already, because I was like getting really excited, and I was like trying to rush the progress, but it took time for me to do it, and it came out early last year in 2020. What did you say? April. And the process of it was fun writing my book because we got a really good
Illustrator,
I mean. And he did really good because my mom tried to like find other illustrators, and she liked them, but some of them looked too realistic, and one of them, this person just drew a cat when we set a picture for them to like try and draw and sketch out for us. And then like the 3 pictures that we did, my mom didn't want them or like them, so we went on to somebody else, and when we got this person, he was really good, so we just said, here's the illustrator for us.
Wow. So did you help with the interview process of these illustrators? Because that's really what you did. So you are your own brand. I don't know if you realize that, but did you help with the interview process of the illustrators and give your opinion, or did mom and dad handle most of that for you?
No, you got to decide.
Oh, I got to decide which one I liked the most, because the cat one, he used a pen, and I just didn't like it at all because it's a cat, and we sent out a specific picture for them to try and sketch it out. But I didn't like any of them because wasn't one of them like too cartoony? I think that was like one of them. One of them was too cartoony, and the other one, what was the problem with the other one?
He was just the best illustrator because we wanted it to look realistic, to look like them. And so we sent pictures over of our family. And like, if you guys see our actual pictures and the pictures in the book, he did an awesome job. And he was feasible because, it could be really expensive.
I agree. And you said he drew a cat, but you have a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your dog is Stack?
Yes.
Is
10.
He's what?
He's 10 years old.
So is it hard being a dog owner?
Ish. Because
Ish.
something wrong happened.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I think that always happens. Being a pet owner is kind of hard-ish, but you can handle it. So tell me, now that Aaron is 3, because we read in the book that at first all he did was poop and cry, right? That's what you said. But now that he's 3, he's doing a few more things. What's one of the hardest things you've had to do being a big sister?
I had to handle him fighting me.
So she had to handle him. Yes.
How did you handle that?
Because in my book it said that it's not fair because I can't hit him back. My mom only wants me to hit him on his arm or his hand, but he moved the last time I tried to hit him on his arm, and then I accidentally hit him on his back, and then he started crying.
Oh, but it was an accident. So that is difficult, but I'm going to let one of my siblings tell you the way my parents used to make us deal with things when we hit, give them the short version of what would happen when we would hit somebody.
So when we would hit each other, which is not nice, you're not supposed to fight your siblings, but sometimes little brothers can be really difficult and you just want to. But our parents would make us sit on the floor in front of each other, Indian style, and we had to look at each other in the face and say, "I love you."
Oh, that's
You gotta give each other a hug and a kiss.
And let me tell you, hugging somebody and telling them you love them when you're upset with them is really difficult. You think being a big sister is hard, but it taught us to love each other even more. And that's why we're together now. And that's why we're able to work together. And it taught us to stick together, right? So regardless of what happens in life, I know that I can always count on my siblings.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of operate on everything. It's us against the world. So we call ourselves Team 7. So when you hear Team 7, what do you think that means? How many of us are there?
7?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That's like her dad.
I'm the big sister to 7. So
6.
trust me, I'm the big sister to 6, right? To 6. So you can handle being a big sister. I'm sure you're going to do a great job.
You have a lot of siblings like my dad. He has 7 brothers, 7 sisters.
How many of y'all is it? 7, right? Or 6?
No, he has like 7 some.
Yeah, it's 7 of them too.
Okay. 7.
He has 8 all combined. If he has 7. I thought he told me that he has 7 something and then 3 something, like 7 brothers and 3.
So I have a question for your mom. What was the process like when Tylan said she wanted to write this book? I know she said she went through a lot of paper. What was the process like for you to have an 8-year-old to be an author and then look for a publisher and look for an illustrator?
Yeah. So the first thing I felt was super, super proud. You know, Tylan's always been really special since she was like a baby. So I wasn't surprised that she wanted to become an author. So I felt like it was like my responsibility to make sure that she achieved this goal. So the good thing was I actually have an old coworker who's a friend who just actually published a book. So he was like my go-to. So he gave me all, the secrets and how to save money. But it was still a process, of course, and it took time. So I think the biggest thing was just telling her, like, it's not going to come out tomorrow, like we have, it's a process. So I think the biggest thing, she was excited. We were really excited, but really just kind of making sure everything was right. And of course, finances too. Once you get the book, then you have to have your copies, figure out who you're going to go through publishing, the illustrator. But so, yeah, the process was a process, but it's definitely worth it.
Awesome. So, Tylan, do you think you'll write a second book?
Yes, I'm actually coming out with my second book.
Can we get a sneak peek? What's the title?
It's called It's Fun Being a Little Brother.
Oh, so are you going to co-author this book with your brother?
Yes.
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
I was just telling them that yesterday, when we were reading your book, that I don't know why they keep complaining about being a big sister, because it is amazing being a little brother. I am not my position. So I understand your pain, but it's easy being a little brother. He's right.
I'm sure.
Terrorizes the other siblings.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
They terrorize the other siblings.
They terrorize the other siblings. Yes.
I agree. That does happen sometimes.
Can I tell you a secret, Tylan?
Yes.
Even when they get older, like my little brother, they still terrorize the other siblings.
Wow.
Yep.
Right.
So you're about to write your second book, and you've just finished writing you just wrote your first book, and it's been published and it's been out for about a year. Does that mean you like to read?
Yes. I read chapter books at my mom's daycare sometimes.
Wow.
What's your favorite chapter book?
Broken Horse.
Oh, I'm gonna have to write that one down. I don't think I've read that one yet. Broken Horse, and it's a chapter book.
Yes.
So what other types of books do you like to read?
Like fun fun books, I would kind of look for books that have adventure and action, like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So when I read a book, I like to read. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So when I just want to be happy in my most happiest place, if you leave me alone and let me read a book, that's what makes me the most happiest. And for me, I kind of can imagine what's going on. So it's like you said, it's like a movie. I can imagine the book in my mind just like a movie. So it's
Yeah.
it's one of the best. It's one of the best adventures, I think. So we have right now we're in the middle of a readathon. And the schools that I talked about, they're all reading every day for the month of March. So we're trying to read at least 30 minutes a day for all 31 days. And I want to say congratulations to all of them. And maybe, Tylan, you can congratulate them too. As of today, they've read 15,295 minutes. What do you think about that?
No.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
Awesome job.
How many hours is that?
I don't know. You have to ask. Sugar is a math person. I can't do
How
that.
many hours is that?
I'm sorry. How many minutes was it again? 15 what?
15,295 minutes. That's how long we've read. So while she's getting that answer for us, I have a question or a favor to ask. Since you like to read, what we have right now, you're doing our Meet the Author, and we're doing this all month. I think we have about 8 authors in total, maybe 9 that are coming on and we're going to interview. So you're our second author to interview and you're our youngest author. But we also have something that we call story time. And story time is when our volunteers who come in, our storytellers, read one of their favorite books to all of our friends that go to these 3 schools. Would you like to be a storyteller for us?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you know what book you want to read, or do you need to think about it?
I need to think about it.
You want to read your book? Tylan?
About it.
I think you can
Tylan
think
said,
about it.
no, Mom, we don't read our book. We want them to buy our book.
What are you doing?
I have to go find it.
No, you have time
We
to
can
think.
go find it in a minute. So tell us, let's see, do we have any? I think we have a few comments. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of people, Tylan, who are talking to us.
Okay.
They said they can't wait for your book.
Awesome.
And we've got some other comments. Miss Brooke said that you are awesome.
Aw, tell them thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I'll have to check that one out. Oh, I don't
TikTok says she loves your book.
Look at this.
Aw, look at all these positive comments on here.
like that one. Thank you.
So we're going to ask our audience because we've asked you some questions. So if you have some questions for Ms. Tylan, please from our YouTube page or on our Facebook page, take a moment to type those questions in there. I have a special comment for you, Tylan, that wants to give a special note to you.
Mama.
Do you see that?
Yes. Thank
So
you for a lot of
who's that person right there?
my mom, Catherine.
Your mom,
Yeah.
Catherine. Your mom, Catherine, is a very special lady. Let me tell you, indeed. I know her and I love her probably not as much as you do, but I have a lot of love for her. So,
No, bring them.
That is.
Yeah.
so your second book is going to be called It's Fun Being a Little Brother.
Yes.
Are you using the same illustrator?
Yes.
Yes. So I
Good.
have a
He did
question.
an amazing job.
What'd you say? He did it. What'd you say, Walter?
I said, good. He did an amazing job. Remember yesterday we were looking at the picture, even the one with the teeth missing. He did it.
So when you have your illustrator, do you tell him what pictures you want in the book, or do you just give him the book and let him kind of come up with some ideas on their own?
I think that I would like give him pictures, like send pictures to him so he can like sketch them out and then like color them.
It was a mix.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we have a question. Miss Camille Felder would like to know, how can she purchase an autographed copy of your book?
Either way, there's two ways. She can go on Amazon and it costs $12, or she can go to our website, www.thosecorleys.com, and it costs $10 on our website.
And that's how you get it autographed. So thosecorleys.com.
You can get on Amazon.
Can you add it in the chat, the website?
It should be showing up.
Okay. We actually have another one that says they would love to get an autographed copy as well.
Yeah.
So I will say this, for those of our viewers who are joining us, make sure that you tag your name either in the Facebook or the YouTube chat, because we will be giving away to one lucky person an autographed copy of Miss Tylan's book. So make sure that we have that in there. But if you don't happen to win the copy that we're going to give away, then you want to visit their website, thosecorleys.com, so that you can get your own autographed copy. Okay? Yes, she is such a girl boss.
So quickly, you have to do it while we're still live. Put your name in the comments. And I know we have people from our schools watching. So Buckingham, West Salisbury, Greenview, put your name in the comments, because that's how we're going to know that you were here, and we're going to put you in the drawing. So drop your name in the comments, and that'll let Miss Tylan know who's watching with her today. So Tylan, tell me a little bit about yourself. You've told us about the book, and we've asked a whole lot of other questions. Take 2 or 3 minutes. We're not going to interrupt you. The screen is all yours. You tell me about yourself.
Tell them everything you're involved in, too.
Okay. So I have dance and what else do I have?
You're a Girl Scout.
I have dance and I'm a Girl Scout
You're an honor
brownie.
student.
I'm an honor student, and just like a few weeks ago, I got my certificate awards because I won the last year, September of the month, and I've won that like a million times because I'm like trying my best in school, and they just give me an award because I'm trying my best. I'm giving all my brains for my test and my grades and all my stuff. And so far in my school, my grades, I have an A. I only have 2 grades that I have to go up. It's social studies and writing. Yes.
What are your grades? A B? You didn't want to bring it to an A, right?
Yes, a B, and I have to bring it to an A because those 2 grades are affecting my 1 grade, but I can get them up because I have an 80 in them, and that's a B. But I can
Talk about what you like to do.
I like to sing and dance.
Mm-hmm.
I would like sing songs like on my own time, and I would like just be happy and do my own thing because I'm happy to be singing because I think it just makes me really happy.
I like to sing in the shower. I used to sing when I was in school, and I was in the concert choir, and we performed a lot. And then I was in the gospel concert choir. But I think something happened to my voice, and it just doesn't sound the same. But I still like to sing for me. And so tell me, you said you got a certificate, and what was that certificate for?
Well, you got 3 certificates.
I got 3 certificates, and my certificate was because I won the
Student of the Month.
Student of the Month in September last year.
AB Honor.
AB Honor.
And she got the only Spanish award in her class. She loves Spanish. She said she wants to be bilingual already, so we're gonna pursue it.
That sounds amazing. So my daughter is pursuing a bilingual studies, but she's speaking French. So she's been taking French since pre-K, since kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
She's been speaking French for 9 years. But maybe you can help me explain this because you're a little bit younger than me. She's been taking French for 9 years. And today for classwork, her teacher put up a video and it was in French. And she had to pause it and get herself together because she was expecting English words in French class. Like she was confused for just and I was confused, like, I don't understand why.
That's funny.
It happens to the best of us. So you want to be bilingual. Do you have a career choice?
What do you want to do?
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor because I feel like just helping people. Because now I help my parents because one time my dad stepped on a nail at work and I was just like trying to help him. But my mom was pushing me off him and saying, "Get back," so she can just handle it. And then she fell into a ditch.
Oh my God. Kids talk too much.
Ditch Dunkin' Donuts, and she like sprained her ankle, her foot, or something, and it was on my birthday. And
that kind of messed up your birthday a little bit.
No.
This sucked up the pain. I was crying at the restaurant, but I sucked it up.
She could barely put her shoe on, so at first I was trying to help her up the steps, and I helped her up the steps. Then my dad just finished it off and got her up to the steps, and we ate food, and it was really good. And
so
I want to be a doctor when I grow up, and my goal of school is just getting an A+.
That sounds like an awesome goal. So what advice do you have for our listeners if they want to write their own book?
I have advice. You just have to keep on trying, and like me, the progress, it takes a while for your book to purchase. Like my mom said, it doesn't come out tomorrow. We just have to keep on. We just have to try our best and write our book to the best of our ability, and we just have to wait for it to purchase, and then when it purchases, just be proud and blessed that you did that.
Awesome. And you should definitely be proud of yourself. You should definitely be proud of yourself. Your book is awesome, and it was very well written, and I think you did a wonderful job of picking an awesome illustrator.
Yes, you did.
You did an awesome job of picking an illustrator. So you said it was hard being a big sister, but it can't be hard all the time. Tell me one of the best things about being a big sister.
One of the best things is that I'm actually happy that I have a little sibling because I know that one day that they will just grow up to being mean to me, and he will grow up one day and he will one day like encourage me, and because he does it right now sometimes, because when I'm crying or something, he says, "Tylan, you okay?" And I would say, "Yes, I'm okay." And I would just be actually happy that he actually checked up on me.
That's very nice. Is that him?
Yes.
I tried to bring him on. Oh, yeah, I tried to bring him on, guys. I don't know why he started crying. Before the show is up, just tell me when we can bring him. I don't know what he has.
Whenever you're ready.
The Brittle family is all about family and love and connections. So we brought you on And you wrote a book about your little brother. I bought my little brother, so I don't see why you can't bring yours.
And get him. Okay. His dad's gonna grab him.
Okay.
And Dad, you're here. We heard that you are the superhero and the supporter behind this. So if I know we didn't prepare and ask you, but if you wanted to come in and say something to us about, how do you feel about having a daughter who's a published author?
He's coming. Hold on 1 second. Come on, Aaron. And they
continue to drop our names in the comments. Tylan has a special guest she's going to bring out to us, but continue to drop your name in the comments. Remember, we're giving away copies of Tylan's book. It's hard being a big sister.
This feet are cold.
Look, say hi. You're on camera.
Oh,
Look, he got up for that.
Hi, Aaron.
How are you today?
good.
Good.
Sit up.
Is it fun being a little brother?
Look at her. She's talking.
Ma'am. Oh, he's so cute.
What do you say? Say thank you.
Thank you.
Is it fun being a little brother?
She
A
asked
little
you a
bit.
question.
Is it fun being a little brother? Yes or no?
No.
So
Stop. And they asked you a question.
What?
So we're going to go to a wide screen just for a second so we can see the whole family, because I see everybody's trying to get in with you. We're going to go to a wide screen just for a second so that we can see the family.
Scoot over so Dad can get in.
I want to.
Okay, wait a minute.
I want to.
Oh.
Stop it, Aaron.
Mommy got the whole person. Ow! Ow!
Say hi, guys.
Hello, Corley. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate having you here. So, Dad, what does it feel like to be a published author as a daughter?
Oh, I'm proud. I'm always proud of her. I
That's
give her and do whatever I want to do, whatever she want me to do for her.
She said that you are one of her biggest supporters, and we're glad to have you here. And thank you for sharing her with us and for encouraging her to write this book. And we can't wait to see the next book out. So once again, get an autographed copy of Tylan's book. Go to the website www.thosecorleys.com, and Miss Tylan will autograph the book for you. Tylan, do you have any last words to say to our guests, or does anyone else have any?
Mommy. So I have to just say thank you for being here with me. Here because I'm happy for you guys' support, and thank you so much because I really appreciate you guys' support. And you can get my book if you want to. And I just am really proud of myself, of what I have accomplished in this world. And thank you again for you guys coming here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tylan, for joining us. Deborah or Walter, do you have any other questions before our guest before?
I don't have questions. I just want to say again, Tylan, you are such an awesome young lady. Congratulations on your book. I can't wait for the second one to come out. And you mentioned that you were in the Girl Scouts. You were brownies in the Girl Scouts?
Yes.
I was a Girl Scout. Me and Kwanzaa were Girl Scouts. But right now, I am a brownie Girl Scout leader. So I'm going to make sure that I tell all of my brownie Girl Scouts to check out your book and to come back and catch us if they weren't able to see this. So thank you so very much for sharing your book and your family with us.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Letitia, do you have any last comments that you would like to share with us about your daughter and her success so far?
Tylan just makes me so proud. And the way that Tylan talks, this is how she is all the time. Like, Tylan is really special. Her future is really, really bright. And she just makes me proud. I try not to get emotional because my mom's not here. But Tylan has a relationship with my mom because I've talked about my mom with her since she was 2. And Tylan just randomly brings her up and like says she misses her. So I know the spirit is there. But yeah, just go support, guys. Go order her book if you can, and we'll send you an autographed copy. And just look out for the next book.
Thank you so very much. So, Tylan, we truly appreciate you. We're going to make sure that everybody, all of our friends at those schools, know about your books and that they know that they can find it at thosecorleys.com. And I'm going to have my little brother. See, the best part, you said it's hard. The best part about being a big sister is you get to make the rules. This is what the best part is. Walter's job is to call Tylan and get her on our schedule so that she can be part of one of our storytellers for story time. See, when you're a big sister, you get to make rules like that. Are you a bossy big sister?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not a bossy big sister. Ask them.
Look, they quiet. I don't know if I believe that.
I'm her little cousin.
And who that's your little cousin? You want to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
First, my name is Zaya, and I'm 7 years old. What I like to do is dance. Sometimes I like to sing. And I also like to do ballet sometimes.
Awesome. Well, Zaya, thank you for hanging out and supporting your cousin. And we thank the Corleys for coming to hang out with us. And Tylan, you did a great job writing this book. So everybody remember to tune in to the Brittle Family Foundation. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page and like our Facebook page. And we will have stories available every day for the month of March. And remember, whatever you do, keep reading because reading is fun.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice night.
I have a question. Do I leave? No.
Yes, it's over.